Hey, how's everyone doing there tonight? This is Undead Nightmare 24 back with a video. Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe out there. This is going to be a Wednesday night horror review. I will be reviewing a film I watched earlier, and it's one of the genres I enjoy. It's the zombie and slash infectious genre. So the film I picked to review this Wednesday is going to be 2013's Before Dawn. It's a lower budget kind of zombie infectious film. It is directed by Dominic Brunt. He also directed a film called Bait 2004 from 2014. It's an action film I looked up, and it's basically didn't get good reviews on it. I haven't seen it, but Dominic Brunt, the director, also stars in this film. Also stars Joanne Mitchell. Only things I could find on her was a film called Sibyl and Adult Babies. I never seen those. They sound like horror films a few years back. And then it also stars Nikki Evans. So this is pretty much, let's get into the plot of this film. It's basically about Alex and Meg. They're a couple that's pretty much having a lot of problems. They're on the rocks. I don't know if there's cheating involved or dishonesty, but they're just not getting along real good. So they decide to drop their kids off with the grandparents and head out to a vacation site, get away from the city. So they choose to go to this countryside, which is real nice, real green. It's in the middle of nowhere. So as they get out towards this area, they start to notice things like doors were unlocked and some stuff's broken around. So they're pretty much suspicious of the area, but don't really want to believe anything. So they end up getting out there, drinking wine, trying to get away, and they end up getting in a fight again, which separates them and has Alex sleeping on the couch pretty much, and Meg upstairs in the bedroom. And as she's going to bed, she looks towards the trees, the countryside, and she noticed someone running there. So she tries to tell Alex, and he's pretty much not believing her, saying it's just been a long day. They want to get to sleep. So by the next day, they end up waking up, and Meg pretty much doesn't forget this, and she's going for a morning jog. She lets Alex know she's going for a jog, and as she goes for this jog, she's running through this path, and she ends up seeing that same, I don't know if same person, but similar, and he's pretty much got blood all over him, and he's running towards her. As she notices this, he's trying to brutally attack her. She starts to turn around and run back, but as she's running back, she's pretty much attacked by him and gets bitten on the leg, and she ends up escaping, kicking him off, and escaping back to the place where her husband Alex is. And she ends up, you know, all intense and scared. She ends up getting back to him and letting him know what happens. And as they get there, they start to treat the wound. She's bitten on the leg. As the day goes by, she starts to feel worse. They're concerned about her, trying to get her to a hospital, but they can't. They're in the middle of nowhere, and pretty much are having a hard time getting service down towards where they need to go. So as she starts to get worse, he gets concerned about her. He goes to visit her, and as he's going to visit her, he notices her eyes have been red and she's just full of blood, and she begins to transform into this infectious creature and pretty much tries to attack him. He fights her off and throws her in the basement pretty much and locks her in there. He's concerned, he goes to, as this happens, the electricity goes out, so he goes to try to fix a fuse. As he goes that way, when he gets the fuse going, he looks, and there's another one of these creatures, infectious creatures, just standing in his garage. They start a big, pretty much attack. The creature tries to attack Alex. He's fighting him off. Turns into a brutal, pretty fight. And as he gets back in there, he pretty much gets back in the house, tries to get secure, but he notices there's more of these, creatures running around. So he pretty much has to lock himself in. His thoughts are he can cure his wife. That's his main thoughts. He tries to do anything he can to do that. As the tables turn, he notices that these creatures are pretty much, brutal. They'll attack you and infect you with any little thing. So he's pretty much, this film takes place with him trying to cure his wife, and he ends up, being overrun by these, I'll call them infectious creatures, a little zombie-like. But yeah, he's pretty much, the rest of the film just takes takes him through trying to survive pretty much out of this house and get to, to safety. But as he does this, he's pretty much hearing all around that everyone's turning, the world's ending, it's pretty much Armageddon out there. And his plan to escape is what will happen there. I can't give too much away without spoiling it. So that's pretty much the story. Overall, this film, the zombies look pretty cool. I don't know if they're zombie or infectious. There's an argument towards that. But I like the way they look. They got kind of red eyes. They're spitting out blood out of their mouth. It's pretty cool. The story overall, it kind of drags. It has a slow burn of like 30 minutes, man, with this love story, which I didn't care for much. I thought it was a little too long. The zombies aren't. It takes a slow burn, and then towards the end or the middle, it just picks up. It takes a while to pick up. So if you don't mind a slow burn, you might enjoy this film. Overall, I did enjoy it. I thought it was a decent film. Had some pretty good practical effects in it. Story is pretty creepy. I love the landscape and atmosphere. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this one's a decent infectious type zombie film. Would I recommend it? If you're into this genre, I do recommend it. You giving it a watch or picking it up for a good price. I wouldn't pay more than $13 for this film. But yeah, it's fun, man. Decent zombie movie at the end of the day. Infectious zombie movie, whatever you want to call it. So my rating on this is gonna be, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's a decent film at the end of the day, and I did have fun with it, but it is a slow burn, like I said. So this is going to be 2013's Before Dawn. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you've seen this film, what you think about it, what you thought about it. It's Undead Nightmare 24. Back with a review. Keep it horror. Peace.